In search of a better life? It could be time to turn your compass westward, specifically toward Western Europe and Western Canada. According to the Economic Intelligence Unit annual Global Liveability Index, cities in both of these regions are among the top 10 most livable cities in the world. A handful of these attractive cities would be the perfect place to flee for an economical living, as well, given that inflation was still high in September at 8.2%. Welcome to Good Lucks, a channel dedicated to inspiring you to expand your mindset, make general life breakthroughs, and realize your full potential to see what life has to offer. Many people have aspirations of leaving everything behind and beginning a fresh life somewhere else, even if only for a brief period. The ability to work remotely is now much simpler thanks to technology, and globalization has increased the reach of businesses. But when it comes to providing the highest level of quality of life, not all cities are made equal. Therefore, keep in mind to take into account a city's entire environment, from its culture to its healthcare and educational systems. If you're daydreaming about international travel and cultural immersion, which of these livable cities inspires you the most? Without further ado, let's begin. Vienna, Austria. Both surveys winners for the world's most livable cities were the stunning Vienna. Since Vienna has excellent infrastructure, amazing cultural offerings, a rich history, and beauty around every turn, no one who has ever been can contest this ranking. Large green spaces are also spread around the city, and inhabitants surely make use of them when the sun shines. The enduring artifacts of the mighty Habsburg monarchy, coffee with sachertorte, and the incomparable musical legacy of the Vienna State Opera are enjoyed by visitors and locals alike. Vienna is waiting for you, as Billy Joel likes to sing. Joel was inspired by the city of Vienna, also referred to as the City of Music, because it is the birthplace of Mozart and Beethoven, and is currently the home of the Vienna Boys Choir and the Vienna Philharmonic. Additionally, it features reasonably priced housing, low crime rates, and typically clean and green areas for locals. Austria has seen its inflation issues this year, with its annual rate rising to 10.5% in September, much like the majority of the other cities on this list. Additionally, it has been impacted by the Ukraine war, which analysts say would hinder part of the nation's economic recovery, like many other European nations. Copenhagen, Denmark. The city is well known for its charming Nærhavn, where brightly colored homes and moored boats line the canal. There are numerous castles and palaces, as well as excellent restaurants, including more than a dozen with Michelin stars. In addition to this, Copenhagen is praised around the world for its dedication to sustainability, which is best demonstrated by the substantial percentage of residents who commute inside the city by bicycle. Danish people established the idea of hygge, a cozier comfort lifestyle typified by candles, warm sweaters, and pleasant company. Yes, winter can be difficult in Denmark, but keep that in mind. Added are pastries. The unemployment rate in the nation is at its lowest point in 13 years. However, a lack of available jobs means there is no room for newcomers with a variety of talents. Denmark's population is also getting older, therefore fresh immigrants will soon be needed to keep the country afloat. Zurich, Switzerland. Zurich is immaculately maintained and spotless that at first glance it can be mistaken for an amusement park rather than a real, functioning metropolis. However, it only takes a few minutes there to sense the vibrant pulse of its essence. The city maintains a laid-back atmosphere despite being extremely safe. If you're looking to escape the crushing inflation in Switzerland, you shouldn't look any further. Switzerland is where inflation left its mark. While the rest of the globe has been struggling with extremely high inflation, Switzerland's rate in September was relatively low at 3.2%. However, keep in mind that Zurich's rates were already pretty high. Compare it to New York City with significantly lower rent. This city is renowned for its shopping, art, museums, nightlife, and breathtaking views. Additionally, the city boasts that it provides its citizens with progressive working circumstances, including equal opportunities for men and women, fair wages, favorable social benefits, and flexible work schedules. If that doesn't impress you, there is also some excellent cheese and chocolate available there. Calgary, Canada. Calgary is a little city with a large city body, but a small city heart. High-rise buildings and contemporary bridges border the Bow River's banks, while hip pubs and eateries give the area its cosmopolitan feel. Calgary will always be a cowboy town, despite its glitzy facade. The city is also very close to the Canadian Rocky Mountains and serves as the entry point to the magnificent Banff National Park, the country's first protected area. Although Calgary is less known abroad than Canada's largest cities like Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal, it will nonetheless astound you with its culture, history, and proximity to natural wonders like Banff. With over 333 days of sunshine annually, it's also Canada's sunniest city. Geneva, Switzerland. Although Geneva is not the capital of Switzerland, as many people think, it is a significant city on a global scale. Geneva is a melting pot of cultures and countries since it is the home of the World Health Organization, the Red Cross, and the World Trade Organization. Additionally, it is the location of the United Nations European Division. Therefore, diplomacy is almost a way of life here. This makes it simple for visitors to navigate the city, as well as for expats to adjust and discover support networks. This exquisitely constructed metropolis offers every luxury imaginable, in addition to an intriguing culinary variety. Frankfurt, Germany. In contrast to other German cities, Frankfurt chose not to reconstruct its ravaged historic core after World War II. This choice has recently been reversed, and significant renovations are being made to return a portion of the city to its pre-war splendor. Frankfurt was able to create a unique personality that sets it apart from other European cities in the interim because of the unexpected shift. They are still lovely squares and old houses that have been converted into pubs. There are also many skyscrapers, many foreigners, and a vibrant nightlife. Amsterdam, Netherlands. People appear unable to stop visiting or residing in Amsterdam, despite the challenges brought on by over-tourism. This is due to the uniqueness of the city. There is something about its laid-back attitude that is simply alluring, even though the architecture may be found in other Dutch cities, and the canal landscape isn't unique to this location. You'll quickly understand the hub when you consider the city's cafe culture, extensive bike paths, and cultural past. Osaka, Japan. This city, once known as Naniwa, originally served as Japan's capital, as evidenced by the enormous castle there. Osaka Castle, which was completed in 1590 and was intended to represent a new, united Japan under the authority of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, was destroyed in 1615 when he passed away 8 years later. The recently rebuilt castle, which is encircled by citadels, stone walls, and moats, is still open to visitors. Shitenoji Temple, one of the oldest in Japan, also offers free access to its immaculately kept grounds. However, visitors must pay to enter the 5-story Pagoda, where Prince Shotoku is revered as a figure of canon. Melbourne, Australia. This city received a perfect score for cultural and environment, and 100 points for education and infrastructure. However, healthcare should be enhanced. The Victorian capital may initially be mistaken for other large contemporary cities, but as you let yourself explore its crevices and nooks, you come to realize that it has a personality of its own. Melbourne is unique because of its humble mentality, even though it has typical cafe life, gastronomic, and breweries, which offers an alternative Australian appearance to congregate. This is the city that acknowledges its incredibleness, but doesn't hold it over the heads of others. It exudes confidence and assurance without coming across arrogant, but rather welcoming. Auckland, New Zealand. The biggest city in New Zealand is frequently mistaken for its capital. Auckland, which is on the North Island, is thrilling for both city and outdoor enthusiasts. There are numerous cafes, restaurants, and pubs in Viaduct Harbour. The nightlife is arguably the best in the nation, and expats are never hard to find, mostly visitors with working holiday visas who are in the country for a year. You only need to go to Auckland Domain, a sizable park constructed outside an extinct volcano, when you're ready to leave the city. You can also go on a winery excursion, hike to your heart's delight, and explore the adjacent Haurauki Gulf Islands. We appreciate your patience as we finished this video. We'd like to give you an honorable mention for your dedication. Munich, Germany. It's not difficult for a visitor to see oneself residing in Munich, which is well known for its Oktoberfest and extremely entertaining Hofbrauhaus. The city is friendly, considerably more so than other locations in Germany, with locals who seem too eager to strike up a discussion over pints of beer. It is tied for fourth with Auckland, New Zealand. Munich is, of course, much more than just a beer and fun. Extremely well preserved and home to a thriving modern art scene. Mariannplatz is the city's principal square. The city's well-designed infrastructure makes it incredibly enjoyable to live in, whether for a few days or a few years. Munich is regarded as one of the best cities in Germany, and it is easy to see why. Post any more queries or remarks in the comments section. Click the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed this video so that others can view it and be inspired. To ensure that you don't miss any new videos regarding personal development, enable the notification bell as well. I'll see you next time.